Do you believe that with just a cup of beetroot juice every morning, your body can undergo a change that doctors call miraculous? After the age of 60, most people accept the problems associated with aging as inevitable. But a recent groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School has revealed something surprising about this dark red vegetable that has been hiding in plain sight. Effect on blood vessel walls. Human health begins with the smallest blood vessels. If the body were a city, the blood vessels would be the traffic system that transports oxygen and nutrients to each cell. When these roads are blocked or weakened, every other organ is affected. Beetroot juice, with its ability to produce nitric oxide, acts as a maintenance force that helps the blood vessels become stronger, more flexible, and smoother. A landmark study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology followed 72 adults over the age of 65 for 6 months. Half of them drank 250 milliliters of beetroot juice every day, while the control group was given a placebo. The results were remarkable. After just 4 weeks, the beetroot juice group showed significant improvements in the elasticity of their arteries. But the most shocking discovery came at 6 months. Using sophisticated imaging techniques, the researchers found that the arteries of the participants who drank the beetroot juice actually underwent structural changes. The artery walls became more elastic and responsive. The diameter of the blood vessels increased permanently. Even more remarkably, when the participants stopped drinking the beetroot juice for 2 weeks, these structural improvements were maintained. Dr. David Cass of Johns Hopkins University, who reviewed the study, said the findings suggest that consuming beetroot juice may trigger adaptive changes in the cardiovascular system that extend beyond the acute effects of nitric oxide. Simply put, regular consumption of beetroot juice appears to help your blood vessels function more efficiently. When the blood vessels are well cared for, blood pressure, an important indicator of cardiovascular health, will also improve. And this is one of the most prominent benefits when it comes to beetroot juice. The domino effect on blood pressure. High blood pressure affects more than 45% of adults in the United States, a rate that increases dramatically after age 60. Traditional treatments focus on medications, but research on beet juice suggests a natural alternative that could make profound sense. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition looked at 16 clinical trials involving more than 600 participants. The consistent finding across all studies was a significant reduction in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. The average reduction was 4.4 millimeters of mercury systolic and 1.1 millimeters of mercury diastolic. While these numbers may seem modest, cardiologists recognize their importance. According to the American Heart Association, a reduction of just 2 millimeters of mercury in systolic blood pressure can reduce the risk of stroke by 10% and the risk of heart disease by 7%. The reduction seen with beet juice consumption is more than double this threshold. Margaret Stevens, 67, of Phoenix, Arizona, had stage 2 hypertension, chronic fatigue, and memory loss. Despite taking 2 medications, her blood pressure remained at 165/95. She participated in a lifestyle intervention program that included drinking beetroot juice daily. After 3 weeks, her blood pressure dropped to 142/88. After 8 weeks, she was able to reduce 1 medication, and her memory improved significantly. 6 months later, her blood pressure stabilized at 128/82, and tests showed that her memory and thinking had recovered. She returned to volunteer teaching and hiking. When blood circulation is good and blood pressure is stable, the body is not only healthier, but also more efficient. Many people find that they have more stamina and less fatigue when they maintain the habit of drinking beetroot juice, even during daily activities. Improve exercise capacity and endurance. One of the most surprising findings about beetroot juice comes from sports science research. Dr. Andrew Jones from the University of Exeter was researching ways to improve athletic performance when he discovered that athletes who drank beetroot juice were able to exercise for 16% longer before reaching exhaustion. The study has caught the attention of geriatricians, who wonder if similar benefits might apply to older adults struggling with reduced strength and mobility. The results have far exceeded expectations. The study, published in the Journals of Gerontology, followed sedentary adults aged 65 to 78 in a 12-week program. Participants were given either beetroot juice or a placebo 90 minutes before moderate exercise. The beetroot juice group showed significant improvements. Their exercise tolerance increased by an average of 24%. They reported significantly less fatigue during exercise. Most importantly, they were able to sustain high-intensity exercise for longer periods of time. The mechanism behind this improvement is related to the efficiency of mitochondria. These powerful cells produce the energy that muscles need to function. Research using muscle biopsies has shown that consuming beetroot juice enhances the efficiency of mitochondria, allowing cells to produce more energy while consuming less oxygen. This effect is particularly valuable for older adults, as natural aging reduces mitochondrial function. Beetroot juice appears to partially reverse this age-related decline, restoring the energy-producing ability that many older adults thought was lost forever. The proof is that when young Eleanor Smith, 72 years old, from Colorado, USA, loves climbing and hiking, but in recent years she easily exhausted after just a few steps. Even climbing stairs or going to the market makes her out of breath. During a health checkup, the doctor suggested that she drink a glass of beetroot juice every morning combined with light walking. At first, she was quite skeptical, but decided to give it a try. After 4 weeks, Eleanor found herself less tired and can walk around the neighborhood without having to stop continuously. Week 12, she was able to walk 3 kilometers, something she previously thought was impossible. However, to have a truly healthy and energetic body, we cannot ignore the digestive system, which receives and processes nutrients, supports digestive health and microbiome. The link between gut health and overall health has become one of the most important areas of medical research. Your digestive system is home to trillions of bacteria, which influence everything from immune function to mood regulation. After age 60, maintaining a healthy gut microbiome becomes increasingly difficult due to medications, dietary changes, and the natural aging process. Beetroot juice provides unique support for digestive health through multiple mechanisms. The natural fiber content, even in juice form, provides prebiotic nutrition for beneficial bacteria. But more importantly, the nitrates in beetroot juice are metabolized by oral and intestinal bacteria, creating a symbiotic relationship that strengthens the entire digestive ecosystem. A study published in International Journal of Food Science and Nutrition followed a group of people who drank beetroot juice daily for 6 weeks. Results from modern genome sequencing show significant increase in beneficial bacteria, comes with improved immune function, and reduced inflammatory markers. In addition, another study published in the journal Nutrients focused on people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, condition affecting approximately 15% of seniors. People who drink beetroot juice daily note a marked reduction in symptoms, especially indigestion and bloating. Researchers believe that this effect comes from anti-inflammatory effect and microbiota modulation of beetroot juice. A healthy digestive system not only helps absorb nutrients, but also helps reduce inflammation in the body. And the powerful anti-inflammatory properties of beets are the next shield, helping the body stay away from many chronic diseases that often occur as we age. The anti-inflammatory revolution. Doctors today view inflammation as a slow-burning fire in the body that slowly destroys tissues and organs, contributing to the development of dangerous diseases such as arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. In fact, during many health checkups, doctors not only check blood lipids or blood sugar, but also measure C-reactive protein, CRP. The index reflects the level of inflammation, like a thermometer for the body. Beetroot contains betalin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound rarely found in nature. Unlike conventional antioxidants, betalins work deep inside cells, helping reduces the formation of inflammatory molecules and protect tissues from damage. When supplemented regularly, this compound can lower markers of inflammation. Many studies have shown that people who drink beetroot juice every day not only have better test results, but also feel a clear change in their daily lives. Muscle and joint pain gradually decreases, movement becomes easier, sleep is deeper and more restful, and the body maintains a stable energy level instead of constant fatigue. According to Dr. Sarah Rodriguez from the Cleveland Clinic, USA, when inflammation is controlled, the body will enter a positive circle. The heart and blood vessels function more efficiently, delivering nutrients and oxygen to tissues better, further reducing inflammation and supporting the body's natural healing process. She emphasizes, when you reduce chronic inflammation, you not only reduce your risk of disease, but you also notice a dramatic change in everything from less pain, better sleep, to feeling more youthful and energetic. With just 1 glass of beetroot juice a day, the body can receive a natural source of nutrients to help extinguish the fire of inflammation. When inflammation is controlled, one of the organs that benefits the most is the brain. In middle and older age, maintaining mental clarity is not only a health issue, but also the key to enjoying an independent, happy life.
Brain-boosting connections age brings many changes, not only to the body, but also to the mind. Many people find that their memory is not as sharp as it once was, that a thought just popped into their head and disappeared, or that simple tasks like finding a familiar word become difficult. These signs can be worrying, especially when they remind us of the risk of cognitive decline or dementia, a silent fear for many older people. And beetroot juice, along with nitric oxide, which benefits the heart. Beetroot juice also helps increase blood flow to the brain. When blood circulates well, the brain receives more oxygen and nutrients, thereby functioning more clearly and flexibly. Neurologists have shown that the areas of the brain responsible for memory, concentration, and information processing are often the first to suffer as we age. When these areas are not properly nourished, cognitive decline begins to appear. Beetroot juice, by dilating blood vessels and increasing circulation, is like a breath of fresh air to these important areas, helping them function more efficiently. The great thing is that this effect is not just in theory. Many people who maintain the habit of drinking beetroot juice have clearly felt the difference. Their mind is clearer, their memory improves, and their mood is more stable. This is not an instant result overnight, but a gradual but sustainable change, like the body is awakened and the brain is properly cared for. Mrs. Linda Collins, 68, was a former elementary school teacher. After retiring, she found herself forgetting small things like where she put her keys or her neighbor's name. When she joined the pilot program, she started drinking beetroot juice every day and taking light walks. After just a few weeks, she felt a clear difference. Reading no longer required repeating the same passage to remember, and conversations with friends became more fluent and confident. Doctors explained that the improved blood flow to the brain awakened important areas of the brain, helping to restore memory and concentration. Protecting the brain is not just about preserving memory, but also about maintaining independence and quality of life. Because when our minds are sharp, we can enjoy old age to the fullest, with stories, memories, and meaningful connections with loved ones. Liver function and natural detoxification. To finish, let's talk about a silent but equally important organ, the liver. The liver is responsible for processing and removing toxins from the body, from chemicals in the environment, medications to byproducts of daily metabolism. But over time, the liver can become overloaded. At age 60 and above, many people begin to experience liver problems, such as fatigue, loss of appetite, indigestion, or even elevated liver enzymes, signs that the liver is under pressure. Beetroot juice proves its worth once again. This deep red root contains betaine, a special nutrient that supports the liver in the detoxification process. The liver can be thought of as a waste treatment plant, and betaine acts as a fuel source to help detoxification reactions run more smoothly and effectively. As we age, our ability to produce the compounds needed for this process declines. This is why many people feel sluggish, have low energy, or are prone to liver-related diseases. Supplementing betaine through beetroot juice is like giving your liver a boost, helping it process toxins better, and lessening the burden that has built up over the years. Many people have shared that after a few weeks of maintaining the habit of drinking beetroot juice, they feel a clear change. Their body feels lighter, their skin is brighter, and their fatigue is also significantly reduced. This is not just a subjective feeling, but also reflects a body that is operating more effectively when the liver is properly supported. Keeping your liver healthy is about keeping your body balanced and energized. When your liver is doing its job of detoxifying, every other system, from digestion and immunity to skin and brain, functions more harmoniously. And with just 1 glass of beetroot juice a day, we can proactively protect this vital organ and give ourselves the gift of health and vitality for years to come. Timing and dosage for optimal results. The difference between experiencing life-changing benefits and minimal side effects often lies in the right timing and dosage. Research has identified specific regimens that maximize the potential of beetroot juice while minimizing any potential side effects. The most widely studied dose is 250 milliliters, or about 1 cup, of fresh beetroot juice per day. This provides about 400 to 500 milligrams of dietary nitrate, the threshold shown to provide significant cardiovascular and cognitive benefits in clinical trials. Timing is important. Studies consistently show that drinking beetroot juice on an empty stomach, preferably first thing in the morning, maximizes nitrate absorption. Studies have found that food in the stomach can reduce nitrate absorption by up to 30%, especially protein-rich meals that compete with other absorption pathways. In terms of cardiovascular benefits, effects begin within 30 to 60 minutes and peak 2 to 3 hours after ingestion. This is ideal for morning consumption, for maximum benefit during active daytime hours. For a workout boost, drinking beetroot juice 90 to 150 minutes before physical activity will optimize performance. Processing methods significantly affect potency. Fresh, raw beetroot juice contains the highest concentrations of nitrates. Cooking reduces nitrate content by up to 20%, while commercial processing can remove up to 40% of the active compounds. Organic beets provide 15 to 20% more nitrate than conventionally grown varieties. Important safety considerations. While beetroot juice offers significant benefits for most seniors, it should be used with caution with certain medical conditions and medications. This information could save your life, so heed these important warnings. If you are taking blood pressure medications, especially ACE inhibitors or calcium channel blockers, beetroot juice may enhance their effectiveness. Dr. Michael Thompson of Johns Hopkins University has reported cases of patients experiencing dangerous drops in blood pressure when combining beetroot juice with these medications without medical supervision. Monitor your blood pressure closely if you are taking any heart medications. Start with half the recommended dose and gradually increase, monitoring your blood pressure readings. Some clinical trial participants needed to adjust their medications because their blood pressure improved with regular beet juice consumption. The risk of kidney stones is also an important factor to consider. Beets are high in oxalate, a compound that can contribute to the formation of calcium oxalate kidney stones in people who are prone to kidney stones. If you have a history of kidney stones, limit your consumption to 2 to 3 times a week and make sure you drink plenty of water. People with kidney disease are advised to consult a kidney specialist before starting to drink beetroot juice regularly. The potassium content of beetroot juice, while beneficial for most people, can be harmful for those with impaired kidney function. Be especially careful with blood sugar levels if you have diabetes. Although beetroot juice has a relatively low glycemic index, it still contains natural sugars. Monitor your blood sugar carefully and consider drinking beetroot juice with a small amount of protein or healthy fat to minimize blood sugar spikes. Maximize absorption and effectiveness. Several strategies can significantly enhance the benefits you get from drinking beetroot juice. These evidence-based techniques can increase absorption while reducing the risk of side effects. Adding lemon juice provides vitamin C, which helps increase the stability and absorption of nitrates. The citric acid in lemons protects the nitrates from being broken down during digestion, increasing their bioavailability by 25 to 30%. The recommended ratio is 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice per cup of beetroot juice. Avoiding antibacterial mouthwash is important for optimal results. The bacterial conversion of nitrates to nitrites begins in the mouth, where beneficial bacteria perform this important first step. Using antibacterial mouthwash may reduce the cardiovascular benefits of beetroot juice. The oral microbiome plays an essential role in nitrate metabolism. Maintaining good oral health by brushing and flossing regularly and avoiding the use of strong antibacterial products will help preserve the bacterial populations necessary for nitrate metabolism. Temperature also affects effectiveness. Beetroot juice at room temperature or slightly cold will preserve enzyme activity better than ice. Drinking beetroot juice at body temperature may increase absorption, although the actual difference is negligible. Combining beetroot juice with light physical activity will enhance its benefits. You can combine it with light exercise every day or walk for 10 to 15 minutes to maximize the effect. The mechanical impact of muscle contractions during exercise helps increase the distribution of nitric oxide throughout the cardiovascular system. Conclusion and CTA. After reviewing numerous clinical studies, tracking hundreds of documented cases, and understanding the exact mechanisms behind the remarkable effects of beetroot juice, it's an inescapable conclusion that this simple intervention has the potential to fundamentally alter your aging process. The regular consumption of beetroot juice appears to help reset the aging process. We're not just talking about controlling symptoms or slowing down the decline. We're talking about actually reversing age-related changes that were previously considered irreversible by medicine. The evidence is clear. Numerous peer-reviewed studies involving thousands of participants have documented benefits far beyond what people initially imagined from a simple vegetable juice. But perhaps most importantly, it's not about adding a complicated routine to your life. It's about incorporating a simple, natural intervention that addresses multiple aspects of aging at once. A properly prepared glass of beetroot juice each morning can improve heart health, enhance cognitive function, boost energy, and support the body's natural detoxification processes. The transformation begins immediately. Just hours after the first cup, nitric oxide levels increase throughout the cardiovascular system. Just days later, blood pressure begins to improve and exercise tolerance increases. Just weeks later, cognitive benefits become evident and markers of inflammation decrease. Just months later, structural adaptations are established, creating long-term improvements that will continue to benefit your health for years to come. This is your chance to take control of your aging process. The research is clear, the process is simple, and the benefits are profound. Now you have the knowledge to make this life-changing intervention safe and effective. If this information has opened your eyes to possibilities you never knew existed, please share this video with other seniors who deserve to know about these remarkable discoveries. Please click the like button to help more people discover this research, and subscribe to notifications enabled, as I will be sharing more groundbreaking findings on natural ways to age healthily. Start your day tomorrow with a glass of fresh beetroot juice. Your future self will thank you for making this decision today. See you in the next video, where we will explore more groundbreaking discoveries that challenge everything we know about aging